It's time for another 7 with Evan. I'm Evan, and for the next 7 minutes, I'll talk about Small Town Murder Songs, a film shot in the small town of Listowel, starring Peter Stormare, Martha Plimpton, and Jill Hennessy. Oh, and I'm in it too. In October of 2009, the then-titled Small Town Murder Scenes began shooting in Listowel. The film tells the story of a police officer trying to solve the mystery of a murder in a small Mennonite community. But he has a mysterious past of his own. News of the production first came to Listowel at a council meeting. In attendance was Channel 6 News reporter Fraser Ross.
I'm Fraser Ross.
His report foretold the coming of a movie shoot to Listowel, and director Gass-Donnelly was happy with the warm welcome North Perth Council and Listowel had bestowed upon them.
I mean, they certainly seemed very welcoming and receptive, and which was certainly nice. I mean, in Toronto, some people can get a little jaded from, if you live in a particular area where like films love to shoot, you just have there could be a traffic problem, and if you've got which is not going to be us because we're a small movie too, but everyone we've talked to generally seems to be quite welcoming to the idea, and certainly happy that they're supporting the project.
Action background, please start walking.
And this is about where I come in. I'm one of the many extra faces walking up and down the street as one of the small town residents. My very first scene was almost with star Peter Stormare. His many roles have included the Russian astronaut in Armageddon, the battery-stealing Slippery Pete in Seinfeld, the guy eaten by those tiny dinosaurs in Jurassic Park 2, as well as the voice of Dracula in The Batman vs. Dracula, and Transformers Animated's Meltdown. Now the scene is set. As Peter walks across a parking lot, an onlooker calls out about him catching the murderer. I was the onlooker's friend, who intensely walks beside him, and just before we shoot the scene, I was recast. Another extra had shown up who was closer in age to the onlooker, and thus more believable as his friend. But my work on the film does not end here, as I spent several days and nights on a farm just outside the nearby town of Palmerston, playing a farmhand. This role was the toughest yet, as I had to ride in the back of a truck, as well as drink coffee. Here's a filmmaking trade secret though. The coffee we drank is really hot chocolate. Ah, the magic of film. After that, it was back to Listowel, and as night fell, my new job as night watchman was officially instated. Tomorrow morning, the crew of Small Town Murder Scenes will once again be closing off Wallace Ave here in Listowel to make way for a double-wide trailer that will be coming down the road for one of the scenes in the film. But for right now, and for tonight, these vehicles are staying here in the municipal parking lot, and it's my job to make sure they stay safe. Thought I heard something back here. Hey! Oh, it's just a cat. Go on, get out of here. Shh. Yeah, we're all locked up. Got my perimeter established. Yeah, everything's looking good. If anyone wants trouble tonight, they gotta go through me. Oh no! Don't do it, Spidey!
No one can stop me from taking over the ocean.
I can! SpongeBob jellyfish attack!
Hurry, SpongeBob! We'll retreat to the island of misfit toys! The shoot required the closing of Wallace Avenue, which doubles as Listowel's main street and a major highway. But it's all in the name of making a great film. You've once again closed off the street here in Listowel. What's going to happen today?
Today we're going to film a sequence where a house or like large school portable gets sort of a police escort down the main street of town.
As production continued, Jill Hennessy joined the crew on location at a farm just outside of Gowanstown. not far from Kitchener-Waterloo, where she used to live. Jill, best known for her roles as Jordan Kavanagh on Crossing Jordan and Claire Kincaid on Law & Order, has also received a star on Canada's Walk of Fame.
I mean, I'd never worked with any sort of movie stars before, and I think the three that I did work with was kind of like the nicest possible group. So, you know, we actually had several conversations about what would it be like to work with. Like that, we've almost been. It'll be like the next experience will probably be terrible if we work with someone who's got a lot more attitude. When our first introduction to movie stars has been so fun and friendly.
Jumping ahead a year now, Small Town Murder Scenes has become Small Town Murder Songs.
Well, I changed the name. I mean, the original movie was based on a very specific album that was called Small Town Murder Scene. The idea, and there was also 2 murders in the film. So there was a play on words. It was like scenes as in like scene structure from like a play, and then scenes as in there was 2 murder crime scenes. When I changed the movie, as I was writing it, just wearing away, I mean, it wasn't quite the right title, and then when music became such a part of the movie.
The film went on to such festivals as TIFF, but the big attraction for many area residents was when it returned for showings in Palmerston and Listowel.
Well, where else could I shoot the movie? It's fast, right? And we literally finished shooting like a year and 3 days ago, so it's actually really quite fun to actually come back. Frankly, especially to like a sold-out screening of the film. I had said to Alan, oh, I'd love to be able to bring the movie here at some point. This theater actually only opened, I think, like on our last weekend here. The one thing I never got to do was go see a movie at the new movie theater, or the old movie theater reopened. It would be fun to come back for a screening of the movie.
How did it feel to beat out Harry Potter tonight?
That was awesome. I mean, on the box office here, they sort of put a check next to, like, just, I guess when they're trying to count seats for the ticket count, and Andrew, who's in the movie, happened to see that and took a picture of it, and it was like, Small Town Murder Songs, XXX, I've been like Harry Potter, XXX. And one of the things we overheard, it was one of the best comments I ever overheard, was my fiance heard these young teenage girls being like, oh, we really want to see Small Town Murder Songs, but it's sold out. I guess we'll have to see Harry Potter.